How y'all been?
Hell of a week.
Oh my God. I had a hell of a fucking week, okay?
Shout out to that audience. We got a down to earth audience member, Kev Mom. Hey, Miss Kev Mom.
Hey, hold
on. You okay? Hold on. You all right?
Starring Timothy Robb, Cool Cat, Brittany Carter.
My mom gave me a turbo ass whooping that same day, and she fell down the stairs from like 2 flights, and she hit every step. Boom, 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 on the butt cheek. Look, boom, boom, and I was leaning over, dying laughing. I said, "Mama, you okay?" So I apologize, Kev. I'm sorry I laughed at your own mama, but I laughed at mine too. Aaron turned red like a tomato.
My roller's going to be.
Oh gosh. That's what happened when you hang out with your Uncle Elroy. Anyway, this is Great Apes Cafe. How y'all been after that good laugh? I needed that. You okay though?
I'm good.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
You was on cushion? What you mean cushion?
That was good.
That was on cushion. I thought you talking about the Ruta Tuta. Booty meat. Anyway.
How you been, Tim? How you been?
I've been all right. I've been going through the Matrix, but I've been all right.
You been going through the Matrix.
Yeah. It's a lot of stuff going on. Shout out or rest in peace to a friend of mine. His name was DeAndre Jenkins, and he had passed away 24 hours ago. And I've just been, yeah. It's life. It's a lot. It's heavy.
Yeah.
But yeah. Enough about me. I want to.
It's a lot of that going on.
It's a lot of that.
It's a lot of that going on.
It's a lot. So.
And with that statement being said to you and to anybody experiencing loss, because I know a few people right now myself, I'm sending so much healing energy and love and comfort your way.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Well, we shouldn't celebrate. Like what a lot of Western culture get me is when somebody passed away, they be like, "Oh, dude, celebrate the life."
Yeah,
that's right.
Be happy that they no longer in pain anymore. You know what I mean? So
I believe in that. When somebody I love die, boy, I get drunk as hell. I be drunk as hell. I be dancing. I be vibing, boy. I be having
play their music,
time.
eat their favorite food.
Because even though my heart be mourning, like something in me just can't help but I gotta throw a jig.
That's right.
Right.
My mom like that. Like before we go into a funeral, I'm sorry. I'm gonna tell the tradition. We all pop a shot of Fireball.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
It's because that's the family we are. You know what I mean? We come from a long line of rum runners. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, I'm proud.
It was just shocking. It just it's weird. I guess the weird factor is
Kevin lost his daddy. He like our whole life. You know what? It's good to let it out though.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's good to let it. Yeah, you. Wait, he didn't go?
He went, but after his daddy, he just won't go again.
Yeah, I don't blame him. When I went to my mom's funeral, how was you when you lost your dad?
It was about like 7 years ago, I think.
It is a lot. It's a heavy. I just saw a lot of fake pretend gestures of admiration and hidden agendas, and people would travel hundreds and thousands of miles to give you roses that you can't smell. What I saw at my mom's funeral, it was disgusting as hell. Excuse my language. And you know who the hell you are. It was people, family, oh, I love you, da, da, da. How is that love? If I haven't seen you in 5, 10, 15, 25, 35 years, and I'm only going to see you when you can't breathe oxygen, that to me is sickening. it's deviant, and we need to change subject because I just
They always say, give them up, dog.
right. So I can smell them and rejoice the happiness, have positive vibrations, good memories. That's the whole point of living. Not I'm only want to be there because such and such might have some chicken, collard greens, and food. Because such and such probably left some damn money. I don't know. I just don't like that fake. And the same thing with when my grandfather-in-law passed away. I just saw so much like fakeness. You know, he's sick. And all these people saying, oh, we love him. And I'm thinking, none of y'all motherfuckers actually went there to go see my grandfather-in-law while he's sick. He was a dialysis patient, at-home dialysis patient. And I'm like, what the hell? The fakeness. I don't still like that fake shit. Look, I'd rather have somebody sit in my face and be like, Tim, your breasts stink. I don't fuck with you. Fuck you and whoever designed you. It wasn't God. It was the devil.
Them kind of people.
I love those people to be like, backstabbers or to fake it. You know what I mean? That fakeness is just too much.
Yeah. And it take a lot of energy.
That's true. It takes a lot.
Yeah.
People go there for the wrong reasons then.
So let's talk about that. Real quick.
Going to funerals for the wrong reasons.
You know, I see so much of that. And this is my thing. And my perception. I mean, they call me crazy. But every person that I see that is worried about what somebody else has on, you know, how they clothes look, like how they functioning in their life and what she did with her baby daddy and how she doing this with her kids and how he doing this with this cheating and that man husband and this goddamn, what you got so much time on your hands. Them people that I know that's doing shit like that ain't doing shit in a real life. And they're not period.
Happy. They're not happy. Every
person I know that is actually doing something, actually being productive, you know, actually working on some shit. They don't give a fuck about what nobody else got going. Nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if sis like that style, that's her style. She love it, embrace it. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. Like people just need to be happy and just need to let people be happy and worry about their own goddamn self.
We do.
At the end of the day.
Some people do be OD and want to know what names I'm putting in the dictionary. That's very true. That is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I think what comes with it when you really think about it, if you really want to unpack why people act the way they do, is because I feel like, unfortunately, even though death happened, involvement is an addiction for a lot of people.
Involvement or attention seeking, or, you know,
the feeling of everybody feeling bad for such and such, they may want to be involved themselves in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Involvement is a form of a drug.
It's weird because you know what? When my dad died, and it was funny because my dad was deported, so I had to say goodbye to my dad on video on WhatsApp. You know what I'm saying? Me, my brother, and my sister.
I didn't know that.
And we went through a lot with my dad over the last couple years of his life because he had cancer, you know, and we were having to help support him from a distance, right? So when he died, though, like nobody, like none of his siblings, none of our cousins, like not one of them reached out and said, hey, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody was just in so much devastation about themselves. Like not one single fucking one of them said, I'm sorry, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry y'all lost y'all dad and you know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
even more detrimental.
Yeah. It was crazy, you know. And honestly, for that reason, like I'm very distant with my family.
Well, some people, when death happened, they showed them your true color.
Yeah, absolutely.
When my mom passed away, my mom passed away from an overdose. My aunt, her sister, was going to New Jersey, going to New York. Oh, if it wasn't for me, Tim never would have went to college, did this and this and this. And I said this on a few episodes ago before. And I had my next door neighbor saw it. He said, Tim, you got resentment. And at that time, I did have a form of resentment. But now, I don't. because some shit you just gotta let go. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't consider it resentment. What it is that you see how people are and you deal with them accordingly.
Oh yeah.
I don't call it resentment because at the end of the day, I'm not losing sleep at night.
That's right.
I don't. It's not like I won't speak or I'm not fucking with them at all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm not bothered by them at all. You know.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah. Like,
But that wasn't the
Yeah,
situation. My aunt's situation was my aunt failed at the fact of being an aunt. I didn't need money. I didn't need materialistic items.
word up, bro. Mine too.
All I needed was a hug. You know, I ain't want no McChicken. I ain't want no pack of socks.
Before my uncle passed away, I went and saw him, and I sat down on his porch, and he was like getting sick. Like you could tell, like he wasn't getting better.
Bro, hold on. I didn't
he
know.
Like looked different and all. He said that none of his friends came by to see him after he was getting sick. Like he knew he was kind of going out, but nobody ain't stopped by his house to be like check on him. Like none of his friends, but they would sit around him every day at the shop every day. You know,
I feel like that's common.
Every day, but as soon as he fucking started getting sick and shit, ain't nobody pull up.
But that's a Western. I feel like it's a Western culture problem. Yeah.
That's the first time I seen my uncle cry though. Like my uncle was sitting on the porch crying because it's like he know that he dying. None of his friends on a daily basis came to actually like be like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about people that come every day.
Yeah.
They come over that bitch every day.
I don't know.
Nobody ain't stopped
When
by.
I thought a few years ago, I thought I had brain cancer. That's what my doctor said. So you might have brain cancer, and I didn't tell anybody anything. My whole thing is like for me, if I'm dying, which we all dying, right? We all gonna go someday. I don't want to be surrounded. Like some people want the affection and love. I want to be alone. I ain't gonna lie. I know that sound like dismal, gray, sad, overbearing. I don't give a fuck how I make you feel. I don't want to be around anybody if I'm actually dying. Like going through cancer, nah. Let me just put me somewhere. I get through it. I make sure I still take care of some shit, and that's about it.
I don't know how I would feel, honestly. Like
I saw too much.
it's been a few times that I was like, oh, if I was in that, I would not. And then got in the situation and handled it totally different than what I thought. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I see how family.
because you know why though? I'm gonna tell you why. Because when a person has cancer, what helps them beat cancer is being in a high frequency all of the time.
That's true.
Eating high frequency foods,
Being surrounded by loved
being
ones.
surrounded by loved ones, like anything high frequency, you know, having positive thoughts, affirmations, you know.
Right.
So you want to, when a person has cancer, you want to overdose on the high frequency. So you don't want to separate.
And just to add the
yourself from
scientific,
people.
agree with you to add the scientific level. If you sick from a deadly disease like cancer, and you actually have the psychology to be positive and good spirit, you have a higher percentage of breaking through that.
Yeah,
There is
absolutely.
a science behind that. So for that, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I wouldn't want to separate, you know.
But don't y'all think the Western culture, and I agree, they do have a lot of stuff for that, but Western culture don't treat how the way we treat look how we treat our geriatrics, our older group, our older population. We got more old folks home in this country than any other country on this planet.
I might need to be quiet on this conversation. Y'all might cut out the whole piece.
Why you say that?
Okay, because I have strong opinions, facts, and beliefs about Western medicinal treatment.
I think that the L is this. If you have that grandmother or that grandfather who is going through trials and tribulations medically, the last thing, and I hate when I see people like, oh, I have to live my life too, or I have to do this and that. But you can still live your life and still make sure that your parent, your grandparent, your uncle, your great uncle, your geriatrics are living their life with you. Don't put them in a home to have them deal with being alone, to have them potentially be abused in that situation. Because y'all be very surprised if you go to an old folks home. How many of y'all been to the old folks home?
Me.
You would see some shit. You would smell some shit.
I took care of my grandma for most of my
I
life.
think
that she
that's how
was living.
that's how it's supposed to be.
But you know what? It was a few times she had to rehabilitate in like senior homes.
Right, right.
What you call them? Nursing homes.
Nursing homes.
Yeah, they'll like rehabilitate them after certain.
It's a lot. I know it's a lot of y'all.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. Shout out to people in the medical community making sure they
Definitely.
looking out for that.
And to
that's
the good
a lot.
people in the medical community.
That's a lot.
because, I've had to be in hospitals a lot in my life with family, which is why I feel so strongly about my beliefs on holistic healing, But when I was like very young, I can be honest to say at like 9 years old, I was cleaning a hole in my grandma's chest from her first triple bypass, and they couldn't close her up. So I had to take this long Q-tip like this and clean this hole like 3 times a day until it started to close up on its own.
Boy, that's a lot.
Yeah, and then feed her and take.
And you
care
got to
of
make
her.
sure
I
you
was
clean it
very
right
young.
because an infection there can spread
but
easily.
I did, like when we were leaving the hospital, I watched the nurses so hard, and then in my mind, I used to say, "Oh, I want to be a doctor," right? Which I actually did become, but not in the same sense. But so I was watching it with full attention. I've always been able to watch because I'm very visual.
Right.
And I told you, my grandma never caught an infection. At 9 years old, I was taking care of her wounds. Yeah, she didn't. But the point is that I spent so much time in hospitals. Then my brother was in an accident in 2011 with my boyfriend, and he ended up with fractured skull, severed spinal cord, meaning it was cut completely in half. His back was broken. He was folded backwards.
And he survived?
Yes, he survived. He had punctured lungs, punctured intestines. He had both of his hands were broken. His femur was broke. His feet and legs.
The femur alone could kill you because there's an artery.
Had about like
femur
35 surgeries. Okay, absolutely. So
femur artery.
So we spent like. They had to put him in a coma, right?
Yeah,
because they said if he would have woke up, that he would have died from the amount of pain, because his body was just broke from head to toe. They really, literally pieced my brother back together.
The fact that he survived a several spinal cord, I don't know if y'all understand the medical community.
Oh man, when that spinal
the chance of that happening.
Yeah. No, seriously. Yeah, my boyfriend died. They actually suffered a lot of the same injuries. But my brother survived. Yes. My brother is living today. He is living in his own home by himself. He take care of himself. He is paraplegic. He is in a wheelchair, but he is 100% independent.
Yeah. I remember that's why I think it was very important when I was in that assessment class or whatever. But one of the questions was like, What would you do if you knew you had a year to live? What would you do if you knew you had 5 years to live? And I think the last one was like 10 years to live. But I had to write down like 36 answers. You know what I mean?
Just
I like that statement.
Yeah, like if I had a year to live, I would really like. I would want to spend a lot of time with the family, like.
But the thing is, we don't know when. You don't know. Let me interject. You don't know when your last day is anyway. So why not spend time with family?
Yeah, but it's just like it's just a question to make you think.
Right,
like what if you knew you had a year to live? Yeah. Not just like spontaneous shit. Like if you knew you had 1 year to live. Like what would be
your... I get a tattoo. No. I'm still tatless, y'all. I'm still tatless.
But that joint, that was something that kind of blew my mind because, it wasn't something that I was thinking about.
That's a problem.
If you had a year to live, what would you do?
Me? Oh my God. It's really not. I don't desire to die early, but I know that I have no control over that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I would love to live a long life with my kids, but if something happens, then something happens, right? But I truly believe in really doing what the fuck I want to do. And, and that would consist of shit like being happy, not worried about shit. You know what I'm saying? Like living in the moment, bungee jumping,
skydiving,
eating, traveling, like being with my children, taking pictures, just anything fun, because in my opinion, this is what this life is for. The Matrix is us getting caught up in shit that don't matter, like
Amen.
in politics and
Amen.
government and education and religion and all this other bullshit we got cycling around us in social media and reality TV and
Very true.
goddamn,
You need to
yeah.
take some time for yourself to really.
You have to, so because these things are still going to function with or without you, right?
Right.
So how important is it really for you to just be so focused on this shit all the time and you got your own personal life to live? So I would be doing shit like
Very
that
true.
to answer your question. I would be
What
doing the shit that I do now.
What about
Yeah.
you, T? What would you be doing?
Now, okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 y'all sitting there, right? If y'all experience what I have, actually watch somebody that can remember Cleve, Cleve would be dead like 17th month, Cleve would be dead 7 years. I actually watched him die.
Yeah.
When y'all ever experience somebody watch them die,
Yeah,
it's the most hurting
it is.
to the
Yeah.
explainable that and it's the 17th month, it make him 7 years now. He raised Kevin as a father. So that's why there's a month right here I struggle with November.
Yeah.
Watch this man die.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
My mom had another person die in the house. He died in the bathroom.
That's a lot. It's a lot when you think about
Wait,
somebody.
they brought him back to life and
Watch
shit though.
somebody
Oh.
dying. Y'all, that is the most. You just literally watch. Kevin couldn't take that pain. Kevin, he just sit there and take it.
It's a lot. I mean, it's
Die, man. That is the, and and there's nothing they can do. They actually tell they dying. They actually tell they gone, and you just sit there and just
There's-
see them
there's-
until they pull their tooth out, and it was like.
nothing you could do. There's nothing you could do. When I lost my friend, the main reason why I moved to North Carolina was because it was a drive-by shooting, and when my friend died in my hands, I felt him took his last breath. And a lot of people jump on the bandwagon. Well, I went through this, or it should have been me. Da 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 da. I live my life on this notion. If I don't try to live a life of happiness, then I kind of waste that situation when it came to my friend dying. You know what I mean? Because it was a drive-by, wrong place, wrong time, and we were skipping elementary school. You know what I mean? And I know it's a lot, but the thing about it is, when you really look at the world, what the world going through, people all around the world, what I've really been through, was it a lot? Because even as we speak, somebody's getting raped, somebody's getting killed, somebody's getting gutted, and I used to thought I went through the worst situation, but I've met people who went through worse trials and tribulations than me, way worse. Way worse. I know somebody who their mom got caught on fire in front of them and they was thrown on the back of a Nissan truck just to come to the Americas. You know what I mean? So I haven't been through anything really.
Yeah. I want to hear what y'all would do.
You want to go first?
Tim, TK.
You already know I go. You go. Go ahead.
Me personally, I believe in in reincarnation. So you can't really tell me that energy stops when my body stops. So personally, the only thing I can do is make sure the people around me are happy. My happiness was my whole life. Like you said, doing what we wanted to do. I got to do everything I wanted to do. So my thing would be to pay it forward. If you ever watched the movie 7 Pounds with Will Smith,
yeah.
it was trying to explain something that I can go through something and you don't know what I'm going through. You have no idea what I went through. And it's hurting me. That at the same time, I find a solace in the giving you something that you need. You can't do anything for me.
Right.
But me being able to give something that you need, even if I'm hurting, that's something that should be reveled in. Because in humanity now, you don't have that.
No.
Forget the showing up at the funeral.
Right.
They won't even carry a casket.
Very true.
So me personally, I pay it forward. I would hope that anything that I could give in my life or even in my death could do something to make the next person a little bit better.
I can respect that.
I respect that.
Yeah.
You said a whole lot.
But I feel like we should be paying it forward all through life anyway. That's something that Like how you think you get good energy reciprocated to you if you're not paying it forward? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well,
Like-
think about it like this: you have some people who smile,
Well, we
who the brightest star in the room, the life of the party, the biggest positivism of vibration and light, enlightenment, and they could be they have so many demons in the closet, y'all will never know. You know what I mean?
and don't care.
And don't care to know. But but that's a lot of that going on. A lot of positive people who get behind you would never know what they really. If we had a book out and on top of your head you see all the tragic shit you've been through, some people you would just look at how you still smiling, how you still making a way. That statement it actually reverberates with every person at this table. The shit that y'all went through in life, and you still able to throw a smile. That's hard. But what's hard for some people, but what's more crazy to me is the people, not y'all, but there's some people who have that same enlightenment or level of enlightenment, right? Who've been through some shit, but they choose not to share it with other people. Positive vibrations. They choose to isolate themselves and not be. And I understand we live in a world where isolation is necessary because separationalism is the new problem. You know, that's I feel like when it comes to politics, religion, all that shit, all those different niches in life, that separationalism, that's what the government want. They want white people against black people against everybody else.
Absolutely. I totally disagree with division.
Right. Separationalism is to me a new. Is that yeah?
Oh no, I'm alright.
He said,
I was talking about that past that one had raised Kevin, and he raised my kids, which was Steve. And November 17th of this year, we say Kevin just got too much to say.
People deal with pain differently.
Kevin can't take help.
People deal. People grieve different. People grieve different.
Like me, I seen so many people die to the point where it's like I ain't trying to keep seeing everybody die. Like I'm talking about, like I just seen people in hospice, and I just hate the one thing I hate the most is seeing people in hospice. Like that's when you see the people they like this, they like they not even moving the same. They mouth just keep moving and.
It's the medication.
Yeah,
medication.
I mean, but still, though, you looking at them, they in the worst condition that they can be in.
Yeah.
My son, Kevin, ain't saying because Kevin can't take that. People was trying to say, you don't like that, you don't.
Nobody like. I ain't gonna lie. Nobody likes that though.
likes it.
Nobody likes it.
He'll go into a high shell. He'll just like.
It's a lot.
All right, he's like, what is
It's a
going
lot. It's the type of pain that it just. We live on this planet and thinking that we gonna wake up tomorrow, and there's so many people that did not wake up tomorrow. You know, and then this is people now who live in the present who forget about yesterday.
Just I pray that your energy goes into a better transition than you were in this life. Like that's all I can pray for you. Like
I fuck with that last statement you said because you really think about it on a scientific level. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. So
ever.
the reincarnation situation. Shout out to the Hindus for that.
Yeah.
They really got that down pat.
Speaking of energy, when you just said energy, I immediately thought of vibranium.
Okay.
Wakanda
She's talking about
forever.
Wakanda Forever. So how was the movie? You saw the movie too?
No, 'cause they tried to get me to go. I didn't go at time, but you know what? I wish I should have.
She should.
You should have went.
The movie was very interesting. It was like the movie just kind of give you a good idea about tradition and their religion, and unifying. Like
That's important.
you can sit right there and fight with somebody to the death, and then it's like you can either kill this person or sometimes you get in fights with people and shit. You might not like this person all your life, but then y'all fight one time, And then you start talking and
That's
shit.
how I
next
met-
thing you know, now
Me and shout out to DJ Barbarian. I whooped his ass. We got no ass. fight.
No spoilers.
Shout out to my nigga
I'm not gonna
Carrie.
give no spoilers,
spoilers.
but I gotta like.
What you got out of the movie? What you
I'm gonna
I'm trying
tell
to
you.
explain to y'all without saying.
Yeah,
Don't
I'm
spoil
gonna tell.
it.
I'm
Was
not.
it good?
I'm not gonna
Did they
spoil
send
it, but let
Chadwick
me
out
say
right?
this.
Did they send him out right?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
that's what I
Good,
want to know.
good.
They sent my man out
They
right.
did.
Okay.
The movie was literally good from beginning to end.
Nice.
I was captivated.
Shout out
through
Ryan.
the
You gotta
entire
go watch it in
for one.
3D.
Shout out
Yes.
Ryan.
Then I gotta go.
You gotta watch
We
it
watched
in
it
3D.
in
That shit
3D
was like-
and IMAX.
That's fact.
Okay.
Yo,
Word.
that shit was like the
Word.
visuals. That's what made the movie even better. Cause certain parts, like I know, like when he threw this fucking like water grenade or whatever.
Don't tell the
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Negro
Okay,
said
let me-
water
when he
grade.
threw the
Let me go to
grenade.
Google. Let me go to
Bro, you
Google.
about to have us blocked. They gonna knock the whole
in
episode.
my perspective, I'm about to cut Kev off.
It just looked like it was coming at me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Did-
So in my perception, the movie was like way more grand than that. Like, so if you saw the first movie,
Yeah.
Who
okay,
haven't?
boom,
That was a good
some
one.
people didn't.
If you didn't
know,
saw Black Panther,
if you
the
didn't
first
see Black
movie,
Panther,
you OD'd.
I encourage
Okay.
you to watch it before you watch
was good.
Black Panther Wakanda Forever, because it does tie in together, right? So, but to me, it displayed a lot more than just that. For one, it really showed the power of woman. You know, it's like I feel, and I'm feeling so good about this because I watched Woman King.
That was a good
few weeks
movie.
ago, too.
Shout out to Woman King.
So I'm so grateful
Viola
and
Davis.
appreciative because it is my.
So what it was, you say
I can't tell you details.
It's a lot of emotion.
What I'm saying is,
It's a lot
is
of
that
emotion
it
tied in
really, it doesn't. It's we're at a place now where our movies are displaying the actual truth of our history.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
and that is that woman is actually powerful and supposed to be held up and looked at as an equal.
That's
right?
true.
Right.
Right.
So that's what I mean by that. So
Yeah,
I
that is-
like how
That's
it's
dope.
displaying strength of woman and we're equal. You
That's
know, we're
right.
standing side by side in power.
She needed to be specific. We ain't monetized yet. Not just woman. Shout out to strong woman, but black woman.
Black women.
Also black.
Black women.
We highlight black woman. You know what I mean?
I mean, I won't lie though. I honestly don't like to. You know, I've had some recent experiences that have changed my perception. I really don't like to leave other women out. But in this case,
Right. Of course,
these
not. Of course
movies
not.
are displaying the power of black women.
Right. And the reason why, and not to be
Yeah.
create any separationalism,
Yeah.
but for so long I feel like black
We were-
women wasn't at the table. So definitely.
Yeah, we weren't.
No.
So that was one thing. The second thing for me was how it tied in for you to know it's gonna be a fucking part 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Like
Has to be.
like the way they did the shit. I'm not telling no details.
Let me ask you a question. I heard half the movie, I gotta interject, half the
Okay.
movie was literally dedicated to
Chadwick.
I don't agree.
Is you said half? Okay. Did they
I
do
think what
him right
did-
though? Did they
I
do him
think
right?
they absolutely.
They
They
glorify him.
definitely
They
did him
glorify him.
right.
Was that
But I feel like half the movie kind of was tying in the movies. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
So he was a big part of
Okay.
of the storyline.
Did they play that song? What's that song? They remixed Bob. I forgot the name of the artist, but she remixed Bob Marley's song. No woman, no cry.
I don't recall that one.
Oh, okay.
You remember that song, Kev?
Nah, I don't think they play.
Doing that?
I know they played like that. Yeah.
Kev in the truck, like, I want to play that right now.
When I walked out the movies, I was like,
Thinking about it.
I'm trying to hear some shit like that. Like,
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
Kind
Yeah.
of carried me out.
I did.
It was such a good movie to the point where when we drove here, we
still thinking about it?
We ain't played no music.
That's real.
We ain't play no music.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Great Apes Cafe. I hope that you like, subscribe, share. But yeah, yo.
Yeah, we talked
like
about the
revising-
movie all the way here.
So,
That's I ain't gonna lie. That's and then I'm thinking earlier. She a sis called me. I'm gonna go see the Black Panthers movie. I'm like, I don't know why I didn't think about the new one. Now I'm like, yeah, I already saw it. She's like, you already saw it. I'm like, she ain't. I'm thinking on the phone.
I
I'm
was
like,
trying to get to
I'm like,
it.
she ain't see the new Black Panther.
This weekend.
Came out this weekend. Yeah.
Okay, we you gotta go see the Batman.
Okay.
TK, you ready? TK,
Go see the Black Panther. Yeah. I'm
I
down.
have to.
DJ, you coming too? No woman, no cry.
I ain't gonna lie, I'll watch this shit again.
Absolutely.
That's when you know it's good.
And it's long. It's almost 3
3
hours.
hours?
Yeah, like, hey, look, I'm looking
I'm
at
very-
the time, like, yo, we got podcasts, but I'm looking at the time.
Nah.
Well, I already.
I kind
We
of
already
know
knew
when
it.
the movie was
Yeah.
gonna go off.
Nah, I feel like any movie, this is my limit. If a movie's longer than King Kong, I have problems. That King Kong movie's like 3.5 hours.
I don't know, bro, because Avengers Infinity,
That was how long?
that shit was like 3 hours. Was
But wasn't
Yeah.
Oh
it was-
no, not Event. It was Superman.
Su-
Wasn't it Superman? That shit was like
that
4
last
hours
Superman
long.
movie,
It was like 4 hours long.
the one with there's a whole lot of
The
Superman.
last one. Yeah.
The one with not the one with the eyeball
I'm
stop the
still
bullet.
fucking up. Y'all forgive me. It was Batman Forever.
She said Superman. That's
I'm sorry. I was trying to
She
think like
killing
one
me.
of them motherfuckers.
I'm
was about
sorry,
4
ladies and
hours
gentlemen. I don't know
long.
the
Yeah, that was
director and the
one of them.
actors.
But Avengers Infinity, that fucking movie was like over 3 hours long. That was a long movie. Yeah, I watched that.
Yeah, that was
I watched
good.
all Marvel.
I give it to Marvel though, because Marvel, it's like, man, they did a good job on that.
I don't know, Marvel. I got. Just don't mess up my Marvel. Who own Marvel now? Disney, right? Just don't mess up my Bleach anime. I heard Bleach got bought out by Disney, and I don't know how I feel about that.
Only thing I can say is, if you go watch a movie, watch it in 3D, man. Don't watch it no other way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to watch it in 3D.
Not just 3D. You gotta watch it in high definition.
High definition. There's a big difference, y'all. There's a big difference.
Yeah, that shit was
Yeah.
like, I'm talking about, I'm sitting there, like, I'm like, it's already interesting, but the 3D make it like, you just like, like you trying to see what's going to be 3D next.
Yeah.
I can see his
Oh, one
glasses,
more thing,
stutter
one more
shades, and teeth.
One more thing. The
Yeah, that
power
was
of
crazy.
choice. Like that shit hit me hard watching that movie. The power of choice. So and that's
And-
all I got to say. 'Cause-
And everything that's bad is not always bad.
Oh,
right.
that makes sense. Cause I'm the bad guy and the good guy at the same time.
'Cause they
What does
went
that
to-
mean to be bad and good?
They got into war, but it's just like, you know what I mean? It's all, like she said, it's like decisions that's been made during war.
It's kind of like when you say the first time when you go with some person, you gotta get a fuss with somebody, stuff turns south.
But some people will try you.
And I know we talking
Some
about,
people try.
I know we talking about losing people, but it's like, she right though. It do show you how powerful a woman is. Like, if it wasn't for the woman, no type of mom.
So was the queen holding it down?
If it wasn't for no type of moms,
I heard
this shit
Angela
coulda
Bassett
went-
did a phenomenal
It could have
job.
went left.
Oh,
It's-
okay.
Y'all know us women spend a whole lot of part in life. Now, back in the day, we could do stuff, but now.
I mean, we were doing stuff. We just weren't getting credit.
I had to explain
yeah, we
to
were doing everything.
Back in the day, women we had no say so much. You get people
Mm-hmm.
who get like, they'll get one woman and they have about 5, 6 men. It's in the Bible.
Yeah, it's the Willie Lynch mentality.
Hey,
mama.
that's some other
Yeah.
shit, ain't it?
It's the Willie Lynch mentality. The slave owners taught our black men to be that
I had to
way.
explain to a nurse one time. The nurse said
Back
she's.
women don't say, y'all penis came and broke in with us. Women ran out.
But I had to explain to a nurse one time. She was like, she said,
I'm serious though.
"Is your wife gonna breastfeed?" And I told her, I started laughing. I said, "The whole country at some point was fed by breasts, specifically black women breasts."
Black breath.
All right, let's be specific about that. And just look at your history. I'm just saying, I ain't trying to create no separation.
Breast milk make the thing smart.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Breast milk and wild milk.
Oh yeah.
Smart milk.
Oh yeah. But this is Great Apes Cafe. I hope that you like, subscribe, share. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I gotta see that movie now.
Yes.
I feel like I'm sleeping.
I slid across the floor, but guess what?
She said I slid off the floor. Yo, I know Kevin gonna see that. I know Kevin like, nigga, don't you be laughing at my mama. My mama done fell, only I can laugh. I know Kev, I apologize, bro. I can't apologize.
The only person that got
Hey.
What happened?
okay.
Sis said I'm the only nigga to get up there. I'm way back here. What I'm supposed to do? Jump over the table? Hell.
I ain't know what happened. I'm like, what the fuck?
Thank you. I ain't know what
Cam stuck.
I look at
Hell, your mama slipped and fell. What you mean?
I look on the
Slip
table,
and-
all I see is legs. Yeah.
Boy, y'all ain't shit.
Well, don't break no leg. Look, I don't know nobody suing me now. Don't break no leg. Tear a tendon and ligament. We don't need that now.
It was these stupid socks right here, look.
Yeah.
But yeah,
She got socky socks on.
That's all it was, y'all.
They cute though.
well, just make sure you don't fall no more. I don't need
I'm
you.
not gonna fall no more.
Okay, you ain't gonna fall no more.
I can't get down too old.
I gotta stop laughing at you because Kevin gonna get mad. He gonna tell me when this shit stop filming. He gonna say, "Man, you laughed at my mama. Don't laugh at my mama." I can see Kevin do some shit like that. He was Kevin protective. My mama don't play, man. My mom cool people, man. He'll push me. I can see that all of that happen. Don't play with me. Play with my emotion. Play with my mama. Truly, y'all don't laugh at me. I'll be drinking that little Truly. But yeah, TK, go ahead and let me hear.
Kev has something we want to talk about.
Oh wait, yeah. What you want to talk about?
Oh, so they made this VR headset for games. Where like it got 3 explosive devices on the forehead.
Yeah, I want to hear about that.
So like if you lose the game in real life, it really like
Kill you in real life.
It blows your whole head off.
God, is that?
I don't think that's true though. I don't think that's America. I don't think that's true though.
It's in America.
I don't think that's true.
Nah, it's real. It was really made. It's a prototype.
It's prototype. I question that, y'all. I don't know.
Wait the fuck a minute.
But y'all can't be surprised. Y'all can't be surprised.
You know, wait a minute. Since when did not being surprised by getting murdered by a video game? That is a fucking surprise,
Look, this is the thing
bro.
about it. It costs a lot of money to get this device.
Because it's assisted suicide. That's why.
To blow my head off, like
It's
what?
assisted suicide. That's what it is.
That's what that sound like.
Like if you really think
I don't think that. Can you imagine a lawsuit coming to them if he really made that?
It take gaming to basically it take it to another experience.
Yeah.
You're going
Yeah, you're dead.
It can take an experience. It could be your very last experience. It could be your very last experience.
Just think about it, though. You lose in the game. Look, as soon as you lose, right?
You gonna try to take it off?
Nah, that shit gonna blow up. Boom.
Hell no. Nah, I'm good.
You can't take it off. You can't.
Yeah.
I'm good. Since we diving in the news, have y'all been hearing about what's going on in the news?
Y'all don't fuck me up.
I don't think that's true though. I don't think that's true. Technology. I mean, I can't be surprised though.
I got another one too.
You had a bunch
What
of
else you got?
you had a bunch of scientists get together.
This man sued Red Bull for not growing wings. Like they
I ain't gonna lie,
advertise.
that's kind of funny though.
They advertise it like Red Bull give you wings. So the man was like,
You think you gonna win?
he said that he basically said that he don't think that the
You think you gonna win?
he basically like
Well, it's just like
Nah.
Texas Pete hot sauce.
like this man wanted to grow wings, you know, and he didn't grow
Yo, I'm
the
done.
Why work anymore? You can sue.
What?
Why work anymore? You can sue.
I ain't gonna lie, I gotta interject.
For everything.
That man who made that hot sauce called Texas Pete, he's suing because it's made in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The McDonald's coffee thing
that
just
might
came back.
win though. He might win that.
Hey, the
Yeah.
McDonald's coffee suit just came back. Like somebody else got another McDonald's coffee suit now.
Where my lawyer?
Nobody wants to work. People will sue.
Well, let me go ahead.
everybody now.
Let me let you. This is not a disclosure
crazy.
agreement. Cause you my lawyer. I'm gonna have to hit you up. I need to create a lawsuit.
That's crazy.
I don't know, cause that's part of their trademark.
If you get away,
I gotta
with
make
it.
sure I be very careful. Shout out to my business owners. But suppose he win I don't think he gonna win that one. But that dude who said Texas Pete, You find out that Texas Pete made in North Carolina.
The last one I got is the most dangerous places to go to.
Kevin, know what?
And I'm gonna just say,
Chicago?
I'm gonna say a few.
Sound right?
I'm gonna just
In
say a
North
few.
Carolina.
Oh,
In
in
North
North
Carolina.
Burlington,
Damn, I just been
Charlotte.
there. Been there.
Clinton,
How you gonna leave out the number one place?
Albemarle.
Albemarle.
I don't even know where that's at.
I don't
That's
even know
up by
Albemarle.
Charlotte.
Albemarle.
They say Durham.
I think.
Durham is
Wait,
the
Is Wilmington
most
on there?
dangerous places. Nah,
Good.
Fayetteville, Gastonia.
When I went to that Trader Joe's and everybody was looking at me, you would thought that was the most dangerous place.
they got Goldboro, Henderson,
You got like 12 to 13, 15 people down in one damn day.
Kingston, Laurinburg, Lumberton. God.
Yeah, Lord.
I'm so.
Oxford, Pineville,
Maxton.
Reedsville.
But what makes them dangerous?
Rockingham.
What we talking about?
Hell yeah.
But what we
Rocky
talking
Mount,
about?
The crime rate there, like
Is that bad?
it's like
Yeah,
these are the type of places like you can just be at the gas station and somebody shoot your ass.
Yeah, Laurinburg bad, dog. Laurinburg a bad spot.
Well,
It's
damn.
always been like that.
I didn't know that.
Killing. I mean, every day.
Laurinburg, they don't care.
It's more places too. Gastonia, Goldsboro.
All these places I delivered to. Everything to Solid City.
Salisbury,
killers
Silver
come
City,
from
Silver City,
Yeah,
There's a lot of killers
Silent.
come from
Smithfield. Y'all know where Smithfield at?
Right there with the
Yeah.
the port.
Statesville, Waynesboro, and Whiteville, and Williamston.
Crime rate has been going up
Whiteville
everywhere,
came
but
back.
Yeah, Whiteville made it on the.
Damn.
I ain't gonna lie.
Watch your
That
ass.
that one person told me I always thought Whiteville was. Well, I tell you what, you go to Whiteville, you better be careful.
I told a homeboy of mine the other day, like, because we was talking about Chicago and then they was talking about the actual crime rates and comparing. And I'm like, I lived in the city and I've been in the South for a long time. And I'd have seen some shit go down in the city. But let me tell you, I've seen more treacherous shit go down in the country than any fucking
Very,
I've ever been in my life.
very
and you
much
know
so.
what happens when that shit go down in the country? They get away with it.
Way with it. That's the
So
difference.
you don't even fucking know about
That
it.
is the
It
biggest
ain't
difference.
recorded. It ain't on the census because they got away with it. You know what I'm saying?
You got
I
a
mean, I
point.
done seen people kill their homeboys, burn them motherfuckers up their house.
Well, time out. So this is
Yeah.
for
Oh, I'm not naming
Yeah,
no names.
Yeah, no name.
Okay.
self-incrimination.
I'm not naming no names.
Okay, you ain't see that either.
the whole
You gotta
Let me take this back. I have not
seen
seen it.
this. Okay.
I didn't see it.
Okay, just making
The
sure.
whole hood, though.
The hood.
The hood.
The hood, no. Right. And ain't nobody saying nothing. You know what I'm saying?
You good. You good.
And that's the small. No, fuck that. I'll tell you, when I was growing up as a kid, when I would come in the South, they would talk about how they was feeding motherfuckers to the hogs.
To the halls, you damn right.
Okay.
They've been doing that for years.
Yeah, they was killing
I'm
people
talking
and
like
feeding them motherfuckers to the
They've
hogs.
been doing that since England.
Like, oh, they gonna eat their bones, they gonna eat their flesh, they gonna eat.
They've
it
been
all.
doing that for years.
They got the soon thing that on Sunday, you know, the thing they put in the ground where they put where this all the doo doo go at.
In the septic.
Hey, you ain't never lie. And this is what y'all really gotta. You know what? You need to pay attention to the people who be pouring concrete. Don't trust them concrete pourers, all right?
Not pouring concrete over bodies.
I didn't say that.
Say
Be very careful about concrete pourers.
What the hell?
That's all I'm gonna say about that. Not self-incrimination. I'm just giving you a statement.
No, I'm not affiliated. I don't have nothing to do with it.
I just saw
I'm not
movies.
standing by. I'm just stating what it goes down. You know what I'm saying? So
Let me. Facts. Let me hear Tales from the Trap, Chief.
Oh, fast. All right, I got a good one because I was thinking about my partner.
I know. I'm kind of. Go ahead. Give me a drink.
I was thinking about my partner. We was talking about people that, going through some things right now. Shout out to my man Kurt Raw. I know you're going through some things, dog. But we gonna talk about the real. So I lived in Nightdale. I was living in Nightdale for a little bit. I came back for my second time. I was
Where Nightdale at?
it's right outside of Raleigh. Like,
Raleigh. Okay. I know what that's at. I know
Road,
what that's
yeah.
at. I know what that's at.
And Pool Road outside of Raleigh. Yeah, depending on where you come in off of. Yeah, depending on what exit you coming in. Yeah. Yeah, it's basically the country part. Yeah, you're gonna come in off of off the exit. But we were hanging out one day, and a couple of our homegirls was going to the club, so we like, man, shoot, you feel like going to the club? I was like, all right, let's go to the club. We got dressed, pressed, we went to the club, and everybody, the club that started is about 11:30. The club that started, so I come straight in. Like I like to go out and show out a little bit. Yeah, oh yeah. So the first thing I do, I go to the DJ booth and I'm telling them, man, because they got 97, they got 97.5 up there. DJ who was that? Nasty. Yeah, we was at the club, but they were broadcasting for the radio outside the club.
Word.
So I telling him, I'm like, hey man, I'm Sonny Black. I got a drink for you every time you say my name in the club. He was like, nah, you good. You don't even need that. So I was like, all right, bet. That's my man Kurt Raw. I said, you good? You don't need nothing. He's like, nah, you good. So we just getting our drinks and we hit the floor, right? All of a sudden I hear it coming over. He like, yo, Sonny Black, Kurt Raw in the building. Y'all know what time it is? So, yo, the homegirls didn't even know we were there. All of a sudden they like, yo, and it was like we like had the spotlight, like we in front of the VIP, and everybody in the VIP looking at us getting shouted out. So we had to go out, show our moment. And this happened too, because I was a little lit, so I'm in there, doing my thing,
You said a little lit. That really mean a lot of lit.
Yeah, I was, throwing some signs I shouldn't have been in there throwing.
Okay.
So no, what was funny about that is Raleigh is known for having blood members there, so
very much
we in there with we in there with blood members. So you know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, all I see is red coming around me, like, but they spacing out. You know what I'm saying? So I can see them. I'm still in there. Sonny Black, Kurt Raw in the building. So next thing I see is an all black wave come around me. And it was some gangsters.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? So they straight up, I didn't even know these dudes. I didn't even see them or nothing. So they see me. So they see me and they came around me and they said, yo, you good here and you good on the way out. You ain't got to worry about nothing. And I swear that's what it was. So shout out my man Kurt Raw. Shout
out to Kurt Raw.
We did it big that night, baby. I love that man. But yeah.
I fucks with that last name.
That's good tells. Yeah, they looked out for me. They played me. They made sure I was good.
I be feeling like that downtown, man. I be feeling bad for people because like it be a line long as hell, and I just walk up to the door like they just
don't be good. They be like, what the?
I mean, it was a ball out. We show out. I mean, we still hearing our name on the radio riding out. Yo, that was.
I'm gonna do a little a tales of a hood myself. I ain't gonna really go too much in detail, but. I was in the Vasa, y'all. And I'm gonna say is everybody in the house is Red Nation, and I'm the only person wearing all blue.
Oh.
And Tim is not a gangster.
And I'm not a gangster at all. I'm not affiliated, not at all. No. He's like, I'm at my fridge. Shout out to LV.
Okay.
LV said to me, "You good?" But the funny thing is, we recorded music. But when you record the music in that type of atmosphere, it does like changes. You gotta make sure you be on point. One of the best bars I've ever freestyled was probably in that studio, just because of the tension. You know what I mean? I loved it. That's my little toes of the hood, toes of the trap. You know, that's dope.
That's dope.
You talking about in the Vasa? Yeah. Yeah,
that's about like EA, boy. Don't mess around.
Oh, shout out! I got some friends in that.
Don't mess around in the wrong
Shout out
spot.
to LV. Shout out to Raul. You know who you are. Shout out to y'all. Yeah, they cool people. Let me hear some more. What you got? You got any motivation?
Absolutely, I
Statements,
always got
motivational things.
motivational statements.
You saw a motivational movie.
I'll actually give you what it was this morning, and it is stop wearing other people's trauma. And basically, when I say that, what I mean is that I noticed that I used to be in this same place, and I spoke to a family member of mine this morning that's in this place that is seriously being affected by the things that has been done to him, right? But the thing is that what I had to break down and explain to him is that, you sitting here feeling unworthy, undeserving, powerless because of what somebody else did to you. And people reflect how they feel on the inside.
That's right.
So if
True.
an individual is reflecting to you how they feel on the inside and it's a fucked up way, and you receive it like something is wrong with you, you're wearing that person's trauma.
Very much so.
You see what
a
I'm
lot
saying?
of people do that and they're not aware of it.
So that is what I mean by that. Stop wearing other people fucking trauma, bro. You need to let that shit go. If people treat you fucked up, you can't take that shit personal. At the end of the day, I don't care who you are, what the fuck you've been through, what decisions you've made, how you fucked up, what drugs you did. It don't fucking matter.
I was gonna
If
say,
you a human being,
Why she looked at that bitch? Why she looked at that bitch? Like, why she looked
about to
at that
cut me
bitch
right off. Like, wait a minute, Kev.
Go ahead,
Right,
she
let me-
looked at it like you said another motherfucking word.
Damn, let me-
Damn. Oh shit.
Just the,
That's
just
an
the-
eggnog. That's
just-
an eggnog and Aries. That's what that is, an eggnog and
Like, damn, you
Aries.
just gonna cut me off like that? Yeah, right.
She said, Kevin Bob said, I taught you better than that. Now don't play with me.
I'm gonna finish up, okay?
Oh shit, them eyes cut.
Yeah. What Mama said was, it's a mental thing. You take control of your life by taking control of your thinking. You want things to change in your life, then start taking accountability for yourself. You can't blame people but for so fucking much. Well, this person treated me like
Right.
this. Well, this person did this. Well, you fucking let them. At the end of the day, and I'm not
Right.
judging you, and I'm not saying that it doesn't happen to nobody else. It happens to a lot of people. But when shit is not flowing in your life, how it's in a way that you don't want it to be,
You
it's
gotta blame
because you're
yourself.
allowing that shit to happen. Why? Because you probably feeling unworthy, undeserving, not, you know what I'm saying, and all
All
that
of
shit
that,
is
all of
bullshit.
that.
So you can come from drugs, you can come from nothing, poverty, $0. You can come from sexual abuse, you can come from physical and mental abuse. Like there's never a bottom that's too low for you to get up from, and
That's
is
true.
my motivational speech for to
Got to get all our city
stop
on
wearing
now.
other people's trauma.
I ain't gonna lie, that's real. That's
That's
real.
real.
I had somebody that I try to like talk to them about their mom or whatever, and
That's right, Quinn.
I went to work the next day, bro, and I don't know why, like I'm just like I'm just ready to blank. Like I'm thinking about all this random ass shit that I don't even need to be thinking about, like negative thoughts.
Fact.
Then I sat there and thought about it. I said, damn, man. I said, this girl done brushed off all this energy on me, bro.
That happened.
And I'm over here thinking about random ass shit all day.
That's
Because
right.
We talk about it all fucking night.
Depression can pass through people. Like, yo, you can definitely come across
But
somebody's
see,
energy and
that's
take
why
it
you
with
Cannot
you.
say
That's what I was
energy
gonna
is
say,
not
though.
transferable.
I'm just
It's
glad
very
that
much so.
I'm glad that I
You
know
not
how
want to take it with you.
when you know how to like you know how to move that shit around. Like that's the type of I'm the type of person that can help somebody with that because I know how to move around it. I know whenever the energy passed to me and I know how to deal with it. But it's like I'm not trying to be helping people every day with some shit like that so I can be having to, you know, debrief myself from
Very true.
somebody
Right,
else's
right.
energy wrong.
My whole.
I know I'm background talking, but you know what my son told me? And it's some good shit too. My son say he would not make no baby unless he able to afford to take care of.
That's right. That's right.
Well, guess what? Guess what, Mama? I've been dreaming about a whole lot of fish now. I really been dreaming about fish.
Kevin said, "Mama, cover. I can't afford. I'm not trying to make it." He said, "If it happened, he said he would take care of what he needed to do with
You-
the situation."
Like, you know what?
My son say,
I'm gonna add on to that statement. You know what's really important? Inclusion is a hell of a drug.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
that statement, when it comes to taking on a lot of people's pain and energy, we have to be careful how we do that.
Yeah, you got to know how
You know?
to be able
when
to
it
help
comes
somebody
to
out.
when it comes to that situation,
that's a rough one.
a lot of people I realize they just don't. You can't accept. You can't move in life efficiently if you don't know who you are.
At all.
And on every level,
Not
psychologically,
efficiently.
financially, spiritually, mentally, relationship wise.
And just
if you
the-
don't know who you are,
you got to make sure you got all of
if
them.
you the moment you know who you are, everything else falls into place with ease.
My son, he made that promise, and guess what? Kevin made him keep us up in the rest of it.
But let me ask you a question. Don't you
I mean, if you do whatever,
don't you want a grandchild? You want another grandchild?
hell to no.
Well, I've been dreaming about a whole lot of fish. I'm talking about gold. I ain't talking about goldfish. Barracuda. Fast ass. I don't know why I really had barracuda fish.
Explain.
Fastest. So barracuda is one of the fastest swimming fish in the
No,
ocean.
no. I get that. Why are you dreaming about barracuda
No,
fish?
why? I don't know why. I'm talking about real dreams, like school of barracuda. I just.
Well, I know that. How you know that?
I know what.
Older than you.
Tim has a brain full of information that is so random beyond this world. Yeah.
Unnecessary.
He a big person
I be
full of
knowing
information,
unnecessary
okay?
stuff. Google that. Fastest swimming fish in the ocean.
How you know that?
General knowledge. I don't know.
National parks for me.
National Geographic.
Me too.
They wouldn't know that.
He's talking about general now.
General knowledge. That is my. I guess that's how a lot of people general knowledge. But I've been dreaming about barracuda, y'all, like every other day.
But I ain't
So I guess if it ain't you, then TK.
This baby coming fast.
We fried them fish. Yo, we fried them fish.
I haven't contributed my
Hey,
share
yo,
yet.
I need some spots and flounders.
But TK, I know you've been popping something too, no? I know you.
Start with straight shots
We
and
know
then
he
pop
do.
bottles.
No.
TK been popping them, man.
I don't want them. You can have them.
We know he been on that Luna Zoo.
Oh.
TK been on that Luna Zoo.
Yeah, the loony did me bad. Yeah.
Okay.
But you know, the most important thing, if you wanna get through trauma, the first step is accepting your problem. That you have a problem. That's the first step. But the second most important step is you gotta know who you is. Because if you don't, you follow everybody's advice and it may not be the right advice for you because you don't even know who you are to move in that section of advice. You know, I know for me, I can't speak for everybody else. Dang, that eggnog must have hit her. But the thing is, I can't speak for everybody else. But
Sometimes somebody go get some help. Some people can't control a lot of their body. That's why we got a lot of people out there shoot stuff. Everybody wants to, some people can't.
some people can't handle the truth. You right. Just being there works. When it comes to that type of trauma, just being there is helpful.
That's right.
But sometimes you can't.
Sometimes they need somebody to talk to.
Right. That's very true. That's very true.
Yeah, but you can't help nobody that ain't trying to help their
But you
damn
can't help nobody that can't try to help.
You got some mental problem. It don't mean it.
I talk about I got people that I got this one person that I be trying to help and she'll always she'll listen to my help and then afterwards it's like she telling me like it's like it's like just go right back to
I know her.
Yeah.
I know who you is.
Just go back to the same shit.
Some people
like,
just.
But you know what it is?
why
I'm
the
gonna
fuck
tell
we
you
even
why.
talking for 30 minutes.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Because it came from you.
That's
but
right.
if it came from somebody else, you probably would have adhered to it.
No. It's a couple of things that could have happened in this situation. For one, she's just trying to find a reason to talk to Kev.
That could be.
That could be one. But for two, some people don't necessarily want the change. They just want the attention.
Everybody
Being
want attention.
Yeah. So a lot of times it's that fucking playing the victim pity party role all
Yeah,
the
man.
fucking time.
Some people
You know
do
what
want
I'm saying?
attention,
But that
though.
shit is attention seeking.
It is
Like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Don't care. Those people got some serious mind problem, y'all. We got
It's a lot of people. But you know what? We all got some mental problems. So I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why we got mental problems though.
But go kill the school so they don't care and they kill so they
That's too much. That's too much.
really hurt the bullying and stuff. Come on, y'all. I mean, come on.
The bullying is here. I'm gonna tell you what the problem is, and I apologize to my podcast members. There's something wrong with me. I'm making everything about me. I sound narcissistic, but the thing about it is, I got everybody at this damn table to eat that hot ass chip, and when they ate that hot chip,
Hurts them and they don't care.
I ain't eating no more hot shit.
how was what happened to y'all when that blung hole was on fire?
First the fuck of all.
That blung hole. Good God, real. The niggas at the table, excuse my language. The niggas at the table ain't gonna be real with you as much as me.
I don't agree.
I'm gonna tell you why.
I'm about to be real with you.
My blung hole, I was utilizing. Girl, woman, let me tell you something. I was the
She
first
said
one
you
to
only
tap
ate
out.
one chip, though.
The one chip? Shit. Let me
To
tell
be
you.
honest, we could have all
Let me
shared
tell
one
you
of them
something.
motherfuckers.
Let me tell you something. Y'all might judge me. Girl, woman, that one chip had me even. I'm sweating thinking about it. Look, the thing is, I had a salad. It had vinaigrette on it earlier, right? After that, I finished eating the salad. I put the hot chip on my tongue. I felt like I heard a burning sensation.
Yeah.
So I was like, like it wasn't even 3 seconds. I started screaming. I was the first one out.
I cheated.
How you cheat?
I broke that chip in goddamn half and took that shit straight back to my teeth. I ain't let that motherfucker touch my tongue at all.
The whole thing?
I ate it. I just didn't let it touch my tongue. I put it right back
swallowed
in my
up.
teeth and just crushed
But
that motherfucker
TK, you
up.
saying that, and you was like the second person to get up.
I looked over
my tongue. I wanted on my tongue.
Hey, boy, I looked over. My boy.
I wanted on my tongue.
I knew my boy. I knew that shit was burning my boy up. My boy was sweating above his eyes. Nigga, eyebrows was sweating.
Hey,
bro.
look, I saw that picture. She said,
Hey, look, Kevin, that's why he mad. He don't come to the whole back of his mouth.
Let me tell y'all.
I was utilizing my baby wipes. I
tell y'all.
wasn't even using tissue. The hotness on my sphincter, the blung hole, the blung hole was on fire.
The group chat was quiet for about 3 days. The group chat was quiet for
everybody
about
mad at
3
everybody.
motherfucking days.
Yo.
So I called Tim up. I'm like, yo, bro. I'm like, yo, bro, so
She talking about, well, Kevin, you won.
we not gonna talk about the
That was
exit?
you won, though.
Hold on.
But the exit, nobody talked about the exit though.
I called Tim and I asked him this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, Tim, so nobody gonna discuss the exit. He like, what you mean? I'm like, what I mean, nigga, first of all, don't get me started. I done
Finally
had
got her jacket
4
back.
motherfucking
She
kids.
got her jacket
Yeah, I
back.
got my jacket back. Okay? Hold my butt first. Bro, I got hemorrhoids. Like a motherfucker. Listen, I was doing good. You know what I'm saying?
doing good.
I was doing good. My gut was not inflamed. I've been good. I ain't had to worry about that shit at all. Boy! I was in that goddamn bathroom like,
It's morning. Crying.
Every time I use the bathroom, I go take a shower.
my son come in the bathroom like, you okay? I'm like, nah. I'm
Crying.
not okay. I'm not fucking okay.
Hold up.
I'm sweating.
Listen.
Hold up, wait a minute.
Oh my gosh.
So, when y'all ate these chips, so
You can get the mic. Is that mic connected?
Yeah, it got to be.
Connected quick. Go ahead and commentary. Go ahead
grab
and
the mic.
go ahead and comment.
hold up. I'm
That's fine, ladies and gentlemen. This is Great Apes Cafe. We recapping on that
Stop it.
the chip situation.
First,
What you gonna do?
because now I want to say what happened when y'all ate.
Well, you go ahead and
Go ahead and
get it
say
off.
it.
She got to play by
First I
play.
saw Kevin, because Kevin, he ducked the whole bag in his mouth. He thought he was real big.
Yeah.
Push a little bad.
Mama, grab the mic. Hold that mic. Hold that mic.
You go ahead, hold them. You go ahead and
take
pick
it
up the
off.
whole
Take
mic.
it off.
Ladies and
Pull it
gentlemen,
out,
this is
man.
Great Apes Cafe.
Alright.
She got it. She got it.
So,
You gotta pull it off. Pull it off.
You got it.
Just pull it off. It'll come off.
hold up, I'm gonna tell y'all, because I looked at that video. Y'all was on y'all did some dumb stuff.
You say y'all.
Y'all dumb stuff.
He just say y'all did some-
Kevin, you cut your bag up, put all in your mouth.
That's probably the smartest thing he did, crushing it up.
It say don't touch it. That's what it give you instructions in the box.
No.
I got a box hanging up.
Hey, y'all look at, I ain't tell shit on that look at the video.
So what video you saw? You saw the video he dropped on his phone when
I
he went
saw
on.
the whole video.
The one I had.
The live. He saw the live.
I saw the
I
whole
ran. Let me tell you
live.
something. I ran.
I had a few people tell me they watched it like 5 times.
Yeah, I watched it like 8 times. I don't know. I had people that Kevin Chris back up, he his go down. So get back to this butt prop. Go we ain't up there.
See, we ain't the butt
Oh
pump.
no, you said that
Fire.
heard that you're fine. So who had used pants?
I use baby wipes. First of all,
I just take a shower every time I have you.
Kevin, you was at my house in the
shower.
bathroom for a
Facts.
whole hour.
Shit, boy,
I've been in and out the bathtub.
Kevin was at my house in the bathroom
Y'all,
for a whole hour.
I was an hour late for work the next morning. The next morning,
He said he was gonna be
I
a
was-
whole hour.
He fights to stay here now in a whole hour. I said, I gotta go pee. I'll drink my beer. I gotta go pee. I gotta go pee. He on there for a whole hour in the bathroom. I said, Kevin, come on, I gotta use the bathroom.
I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. When I woke up in the morning,
Kevin.
my whole, like everything from like
Was
here
warm.
down was fucking.
Tums was my best
He
friend.
said, oh,
Them
no, you was
Tums,
out there too.
them Tums was my best
I'm
friend.
talking about.
You,
I'm talking about.
she was like hanging in
I had
the
a pot of
refrigerator. Ice,
Tums.
y'all,
Nah.
y'all had butter. Y'all had ice cream. Y'all had down
Lemon juice.
That large intestines. That duodenum, you could tell when it went into that duodenum and then a large intestines.
I heard her say to my, look, I'm ready to go home, but she not made it home because she's still out Friday hanging on. Rest of y'all was fucked up.
She
You
had.
got one chip. Well, she told
We
Kevin
all had
Kevin
one
he
chip.
done.
I ran. I was the first one to tap
No,
out.
Kevin took the whole bag and he crushed and he put it all in his
I
mouth.
saw. She kind of cheated. I didn't know that. That's kind
No,
of cheating.
Kevin took the whole
Nah,
bag. and his
but he
thing-
won. No, Kev won that one. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
to
but he
you.
was a damn fool. He took all the damn chips out of it. Kevin crushed the whole bag.
But TK said he ate half, so you only ate half the chip. Oh, come correct now. Come
I
correct.
broke it. I did not want that thing to
It's
touch
only one chip.
No, you didn't. You had
It's
that
only
whole
one
bag.
chip in the bag.
So can we talk
No, but
about?
one chip.
It's only one chip, mom. It's only one
So y'all
chip.
had one chip. Y'all asshole was burning up.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Ice
ma'am.
cream, butter.
Ice cream, but ain't none of that word. Milk.
The ice cream
Well,
worked.
you want it.
And then somebody took
It
my
didn't work
favorite one, the
long,
vanilla bean.
but it worked.
Sister bought vanilla bean, had me eating chocolate ice cream.
And I saw
Nah,
you burning too.
bro, sister was eating that shit in the bathroom.
That's when you know. She was on the floor in the bathroom.
Oh, I saw that too.
She was crying.
He
was crying.
$20 for one chip.
Girl, that's how much I bought at the truck stop. That's how
So
much.
you went and bought Trinity?
He bought like 7 or
Seven.
8.
I bought 7 of them.
Yeah.
Trinity?
You said from a truck stop?
Right there from the truck stop.
140.
That's why I bought it. I didn't know have no place to buy
But you
this at.
bought all that much because take somebody's asshole up.
To tear their ass.
You spent $140 to tear everybody's asshole up.
What? And it was actually it was 25 originally. They dropped it down to 20. So,
You should have all the bags.
well, let me tell you something.
Because they looked at you like, you want how many?
They looked at me like I was crazy.
Because Kevin came in my bathroom. I was Kevin in that damn bathroom. My little Kevin said, Mama. I said, Kevin.
I'm telling you, this might be too much information. I'm gonna tell you why he was in the bathroom for an hour.
You use baby white. What you use?
The heat off the chip.
She said you feel like what you use.
What?
I saw your answer.
Oh, toilet paper. Hell, shit.
Hell no. I needed something to
Angel
cool
salt.
down.
Angel
No,
salt.
he crazy. I'm gonna tell you why. He don't tell paper. Look.
me and Tom
That's the
was-
fake. Look. That's the fake though.
He said you was talking. You was a walk.
Hey, me and Tums was best friends.
Let me tell you something.
I ain't had y'all problems. I ain't had y'all problems. Cause
No, you don't understand. We use those baby wipes.
You don't drive with toilet paper.
who? Shoot.
I can't. You not the one
I
that
ain't
dipped
had
it in the
a
water. You said dip the toilet paper in the water.
I ain't had them problems.
I ain't gonna lie.
Tom,
This is how
Tom.
You drive toilet paper now. Your asshole, friend.
Me and
I
Tums was
advise
good.
everybody that if you eat that chip, be prepared to actually have the right
What's
wipes.
that short to eat that chip?
The convulsions in my stomach.
Yeah.
My
It
sphincter.
felt worse. It
You know
felt
your booty
worse.
hole.
Said
You
the
know
convulsion.
your booty hole.
I felt my
Shit, you know your
stomach
booty
felt
hole.
worse.
Kev, your booty hole. TK, your booty hole.
My stomach had
booty
a ring
hole
of its own.
It felt
was
worse in the
numb.
stomach.
Was it there? And it felt like it was there. I felt like I was
Yeah, you
gone.
put
My
a-
booty hole was
you
on fire. Too much information. I said, I'm wiping my ass.
It was my stomach.
My wife laughing at me and shit. Yeah.
You put this hole in there.
Girl, I could just. It
come out.
had to come out, girl. That thing had to come out.
So this.
All right.
That one chip was the hottest
I'm gonna
shit
tell
in
you
my life.
I'm gonna tell you what helped me the second day. The second day, I went and ate a whole bunch of shit that just digest quick.
Yeah.
Fiber level was high.
Yeah,
You
sorry.
couldn't use it now.
No, I was an hour late for work the next day.
And then when you went to work, you still didn't feel right.
And then when I went to work, I felt bad all day. I eat.
So
You know.
I blame them because they let me. They should have stopped me from that.
I blame me too for not doing my
Yeah, I
research.
should have.
So from here on out, the next time you present a challenge, I will be doing my research first.
Okay.
Let me put on my professional face.
What do you say? What do you call it? What do you call it?
I will be doing my research first.
Scoreboard
The
was
Scoville
higher.
level. Fuck all that Scoville shit. They ain't doing that.
Scoreboard is a level of rating the hotness.
What was the rating?
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know. It's definitely higher than 5 million scoreboard.
Why don't you listen to that burn say?
Because I had to work.
That shit was like a
Because I
laxative.
had to work.
That
If I
shit-
would have
My
took a
stomach couldn't
laxative,
even
I would've
hold
been
no
able to
shit.
work.
Like my stomach couldn't even hold no food.
I ain't gonna lie.
In my bathroom for a whole hour.
I blame.
I had to go outside behind the trash can with the bathroom. I kept that one. So you okay? My mom and some men said they talk what the chip they ate. Then I was looking at a little bit of the little thing. But when I went outside the next morning, I laughed at all y'all. Y'all just some dumb ass shit.
I blame my podcast members. Why they didn't G-check me? They should have G-checked me. That let me know my podcast members are being yes people. They should have said hell.
First the fuck of all, Tim.
They should
Let me
have
slow
said.
you down right there.
They should have said hell.
It's
no.
a difference between being down for the cause
Right.
and being a yes person. Okay.
Nah, they should have said
Let me
hell
clarify.
no.
If I had done my research prior, see, I blame myself for not being on TikTok enough. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
If I was on TikTok enough,
She had
I
to go
would
to-
have
she could have went to
fucking
YouTube.
known.
Right.
And since then, I made a personal TikTok so I can keep up with what's going on because I would never get caught off guard like that.
Okay,
again.
question.
never again.
Who would try
My
that
bro
again for
called
$1
me
million?
and said,
I wouldn't try it again.
my bro called me
Who
and
would
said,
try that
"Sis,
again for $1 million?
So who do you
None.
blame? Who do you blame? What?
I blame myself.
Okay, I thought she was
No,
gonna say
no,
me.
no.
Okay, my
I blame
question-
me.
Now, would you try for $1 million?
Yes.
I eat 3 of those shits
Yeah,
for
I
$3
eat for $1
million. And my
million.
booty hole would be gone.
Yep. I will.
You damn right.
I'm not eating 3 for $1 million, but I'll do 1. I might not survive 3.
Shit, me neither.
I cannot. My stomach
might-
can't take
Hey, I
it.
ain't gonna lie, that shit was so hot, my brain, bro. That shit had my brain.
Kevin,
I had an
Kevin,
immediate
Kevin,
migraine.
It was so hot. It was so hot that I feel.
I had a migraine.
I can feel intense pain after like they. Man, I can't really explain.
Your mind was trying to.
You said what?
Yo, Kevin, like right here.
What Kev do? What Kev do? He's acting weird when he went to your house.
Kevin said, y'all know what? I can't even say you. She said, well, Kevin, you won. Kevin said, I can't fuck. Said, Kevin, how you feel you won? Kevin said, I gotta get. I can't talk.
You know what? I didn't even
I was
mean to
trying to
say
breathe.
that. I'm not lying.
Kev had that down to
I
side.
had to breathe, boy. You had,
I
had
ate
to
these
breathe.
noodles. I had these kale noodles and I had vinaigrette on it. For some reason, when that chip,
Yeah.
when that chip touched my tongue, I said, "It's a." I felt like it burned, and then the exit was just.
Yeah.
Not
So
it.
I'm sitting at the table.
No, that chip, bro. Y'all know, ain't no
was
damn way
hot.
y'all got no table chip, bro. Y'all mouth like that.
Oh,
Yes,
absolutely.
ma'am. It had scorpion. What's scorpion?
But Mexicans eat
Scorpion
that stuff.
pepper.
No, they don't.
Carolina
They don't eat
Reaper
that.
pepper.
They don't eat that.
But who made
They don't
that
eat
shit
that.
like that?
That shit ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
But
That's
who made
ridiculous.
chip?
Whoever
whole
Parkway.
So I'm sitting here. Kev is where you are.
She said,
Well, it's just me and him now.
Y'all.
I'm looking at him and I'm thinking in my head, I'm trying to talk shit, bro. But every time I open my mouth and the air come in my mouth, it burn more.
Hell yeah.
So I can't even talk no shit because I'm trying to be like, I know you want to give up, Kev.
Oh shit.
I know you want to give up, Kev. Like, Kev, I opened my mouth, I said, Kev, you won. I just gave up.
I heard it.
I just gave
I
up.
went outside.
That is not.
She's still in there though. But when I saw the video, she said, Kevin, you won, Kevin.
That's not what I meant to say. That's not what I meant to say.
She ain't
I
had no
meant
choice.
to
That shit,
talk
yeah,
shit.
I tapped out immediately.
But that last
They won't let you do it.
that
shit
last
burned my-
breath of air I took in with that chip.
Don't
cancel
eat.
all
Don't.
that
If you're gonna
shit
try
out.
the chip,
What
don't
you
eat
say?
a salad with vinaigrette on it.
You know what? For the next hot challenge, we got to go
It
to the
took about an
spice store
hour
next
before
the
my
Cotton
mouth
Exchange.
opened.
There is a spice store in the Cotton Exchange.
Y'all try to do a next
Some
challenge
of
at the
the
spice
hottest-
store?
Some of the
I don't
hottest
know.
spices.
I'm not no more spicy challenges
Yeah,
unless it's actual food
What's
that's
the
meant to
next
eat.
challenge?
Then the damn chip turn your mouth blue.
that lets you know you official.
No more spicy. No more spicy.
So before we wrap this episode up? What's the next?
I saw you running too. You were running too.
Oh yeah, I was
Where
moving around.
too.
What's the next?
She was hanging in the ice box.
She was hanging in the bathroom and she stole the vanilla bean
the whole
ice
time.
cream. The whole I couldn't even get mad. I was mad, but you know what? You can't get that shit hot as
hot.
hell. Like
it's
hot.
Ice cream, y'all had.
I didn't even try the butter. I couldn't even think right. I didn't even try butter.
The lemon juice in his mouth.
I took like a good scoop of butter.
And TK said some opposite shit that didn't make sense. TK said,
was wrong.
drink the alcohol. The alcohol.
The liquor work. The liquor
alcohol
work.
work.
The alcohol work. Boy, listen.
I laughed your ass for a while.
But that boy TK walked to the kitchen so goddamn fast. I couldn't even get him on camera.
You know what? You should have just sat in this episode.
Huh?
You should have just sat in this episode.
But I still was in the back, y'all.
I see that. You should have just. Don't you fall no more now.
I ain't gonna fall no more.
Cam go when the camera stop. Cam go curse me out for laughing at you. He gonna say, "Don't laugh at my mama."
Oh, y'all, guess what? I'm good.
Oh,
But what I'm trying to say, no, I was good. You know, this called civilized sauce.
Well, before I wrap this up, you said the Chinese sauce. Why you say Chinese sauce?
Chinese sauce. Look, they slippery.
No, she got them from the beauty supply store. They
No,
sell
I
some.
got it for a Chinese woman.
Oh,
Give me about
Shout out to the Chinese woman.
most dead.
Chinese woman look cute.
They are cute size.
Well, I know I smell corn chips, but I know it ain't in your feet. It's somebody else's feet.
But I ain't got no jam toes.
It's your feet. It's some trucker feet.
Oh no! I take care of my feet. I take care of my feet. Don't try to come after me.
Y'all,
Or it's them bus paying feet.
Y'all,
Them ambulance paying feet.
You never
Who
see
feet
her.
is that?
Boy, I laughed so hard. Kevin was showing me some of the video. So that next one I got, I said, what's the phone? So I looked at the whole thing. I laughed so hard and y'all was
But what you think our next challenge should be?
what? Eat some hot dogs to be safe.
You say eat some hot
I'm definitely not eating hot dogs.
hot dog eating contest?
Yeah, right.
I told him, God.
I
I told him, bungee
all the
jumping.
green y'all can eat and eat them.
I told him
That's
bungee jumping.
easy. Go skydiving with me.
No, it ain't
Let's
easy.
do
You
it.
ain't about to
Oh, no,
get
I
just
was-
up in no air and just
Come
jumping
on
off
with me.
the
Come on, let's go
Let's do
skydiving.
it.
That's a real bucket challenge shit.
You
right
said
there.
that bucket challenge.
Yeah.
I went skydiving before. I never went bungee jumping.
I ain't scared. Man.
Y'all don't kill my son.
See you.
Fuck that shit.
I want some kind of
Y'all
protection.
not gonna kill my son.
We ain't gonna kill-
Skydiving.
I went skydiving. Well, the first time I went
protection.
skydiving, I was on probation.
You did it.
I was on
did it
probation.
twice.
It was in Southport.
Oh, so you're airborne.
I was 16
You
years
crazy.
old, and I lied to the person, said I was
Y'all
18,
learned about again.
and my mom wanted to light my behind up. I lied about my age.
You wasn't scared.
I wasn't scared. I was 25,000 feet in the air. Hey, look, I was terrified. That's just a woof. I didn't have dreads at
But
that. Woof, the door
You gotta
opened.
pull that thing
I'm
out.
tethered to the person. I said, I'm tapping
You
him.
crazy.
I know, it's something wrong with me. I know. I'm tapping the person. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. By the time I said I'm good, we already. I'm jumping out the window with this one. Jumping out the window.
Crazy.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, y'all, I'm gonna take my son on damn skydiving. I don't know what you.
But we're going to have one video when we go skydiving.
Better
You be
in my
okay?
head. No, it ain't. I ain't gonna.
Well, I'm going to need your
No,
consent.
no.
I'm going to need your consent form to sign that.
Ooh, what consent
The
form?
consent for
My mama, because she gonna definitely say no and I'm going. Okay.
She ain't
Oh,
about
yes,
to come
I
on my
am.
ass.
My mama told me not to get no
Mama ain't
tattoo
gonna
when I
come
was
on my ass.
14, and let me tell you what I did.
I need consent forms. I don't care, y'all adults.
That's right.
If it's no children of my mothers that will rebel, it's me.
Y'all know what?
It's me. It's gonna
I want
be every
consent
time.
forms.
What's your name?
Yeah, it's gonna be me every time.
Great Apes.
Apes Cafe. Y'all gonna be some great apes. Don't do that shit. You gonna do it too?
What? It's got bungee jumping? What?
Skydiving.
I ain't skydiving. I bungee jump.
That's more dangerous. Though.
I'd rather try to feel like I have protection before I let this than jumping out of it.
But they do got indoor facilities where you
I
can
don't
indoor
care what else,
skydive.
so y'all not-
I would rather
Kevin,
indoor bungee jump
Kevin,
than
you better-
indoor
you better-
That
skydiving.
sounds scary as hell.
Great Ape.
Like we going to the ground on a rope.
Right. Because the rope can snap. But your parachute could fail. At least you have a second parachute.
Oh, fuck it, I'm going for the gusto.
There you go.
Carpe diem, YOLO.
You only live once.
YOLO, you
Okay.
only live once.
Motherfucker, seize the moment. You only live once.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Great Apes Cafe. I hope that you. I hope that you like, subscribe,
Wait
share,
on
leave
me.
a comment.
I'm gonna have you some wine too.
Please
And
do.
this is a warning for that chip.
No,
Don't you eat that? For that booty hole might be gone. Deuces.
Kevin, no, you out. Kevin, you do this.